Hi, Abby. Good morning.
Good morning, Catherine.
I am so excited to be able to have this time to chat with you. This has been such a fun part of the Empower and Elevate conference is doing these little interviews and getting to know, the different panelists or sponsors or speakers. Just selfishly for me, I've loved it. So,
Yes.
thank you for taking the time to do this. I appreciate it. And I'm sure that anybody that watches this is going to appreciate it too. If they don't know you, this is a great way for you to introduce yourself. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are and why you do what you do?
Okay, absolutely. And thank you so much. Yes, I'm very honored to be a part of this Empower and Elevate conference this year and to have this time with you. So thank you as well for this opportunity.
Oh, you're
So
welcome.
yes, my name is Abby Nickerson, and I help people up-level their health and happiness. I work with women, men, and children. I'm a Reiki master, and I provide intuitive energy healing. And so for me, that can mean a lot of things. I help to clear energetic, physical, emotional, and mental blocks so that people can actually tap into their optimal health and happiness in every area of their life, business, personal, professional, and relationships. So this has been a passion of mine for since I was a child, really. I've always had this desire to help people. I knew from a young age I had some unique abilities to connect with people, to communicate with their body, their energy. It was my mid 20s where I really began to understand what it meant to be empathic and to be clairsentient and to be able to have these deeper connections with people. And then I started within massage therapy over 22 years ago now. So I've been
Oh,
providing
wow.
healing body work over 22 years. And then I transitioned to the energy healing work about 9 years ago now. So um,
That's fantastic.
yeah. So combination of Reiki, chakra balancing, and a lot of people they'll say, okay, what does any of that mean? They've
Right.
decided, what does that mean? What do I do with that? So I understand where that comes from. So the general basis of it is remembering that we are energy beings first, that we are literally vibrating molecules of energy. And so similar to if you think about an air filter or a drain, and over time they get clogged with debris, and it's kind of similar within our energy with stress, trauma, um you know toxins. There's so many things that end up, suppressed emotions that end up
Mhm.
impacting our energy field that then block, stagnate the energy, create chaotic energy, create lack of flow. And so all of that then impacts how we operate. It impacts how our organs operate. It impacts how we mentally feel. It impacts how we emotionally feel. And in general, a lot of the clients I work with, we don't even tend to realize how much that impacts us from feeling great. And so for instance, I've had people like recently, I had a new client come in and he said, I haven't felt truly relaxed in 2 years. I realize now with this session, it's been a couple of years that I've actually felt relaxed. And so that's a big part of what I help
Wow.
people do is remember what it actually feels like to feel relaxed, to feel love. We tend to be so harsh and critical on ourselves as
For
humans, way
sure.
more than we realize, right? And so it's this remembrance of what it is to be authentically connected to who we really are, to love, to peace, to relaxation. And then that allows us to expand in every area of our life. We're able to show up better for ourselves, our family, our friends, our loved ones, our businesses, our clients, work, our physical body in general. I have found over the years, anything, any disease, any physical ailment almost always has emotional, mental roots. And so that's what I help
Yes.
people do, right, is come back to that mind body connection of, oh, I have more power than I realized. There are solutions to this. This isn't the end of my life. This isn't, there's no solutions. I can
Right.
actually activate my body's own ability to heal itself. So
That's
on some
fantastic.
and I love it. This is where, I mean, I'm so passionate about this work because I really have always had this desire to help people. I do feel what I bring is a combination of experience and education. It's also gifts that I know I was born with and blessed with. And so it's kind of unique and interesting the way that bodies will communicate with me when I'm in a session with someone. So I love having people, for me, I love them walking out and saying, just like what I shared a moment ago, like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how I haven't actually felt relaxed in years, or they've had
Yeah.
pain for years that nobody could figure out and now it's gone. It's like, oh wow, okay, it's really that's a part of what I
That's
love.
life changing.
It
It
is.
is.
It
Yes.
is. It really
That
is.
is
So
that's incredible, and how fulfilling that must be for you to be able to be like, wow, I just helped somebody like completely change either their day or, maybe how they've been feeling, especially like with chronic pain, because we have a son that
yes.
has chronic migraines. And,
Mm,
to be able to help them release whatever it is that they're holding on to and be free from that weight, because that's what it is. When you're sick or you're carrying stress or whatever, it's a weight, and it's almost like you
yes,
can feel it and you can see it in other people. At least I am able to see it with other people.
it's
And
true.
yeah, and I just think that's fantastic. So this is just a question for me because I'm curious. Do you have
Sure.
to do it in person, or can you do it via the like online, or how do you prefer to do it?
You can do it remotely. That's a beautiful thing about energy healing, is that it can be done from a distance. So it can be done over the phone. I've actually had sessions where we're not even connected. Sometimes someone has said, okay, just do your work whenever you can and you want to. So it's something where we don't have to be in person together.
Oh,
So that
okay.
is a really amazing thing about it. You think about the same way we connect through cell phones. We can, just the way
Yes.
you and I are connecting through Zoom, and even you think, the times where you think of someone, next thing you know, they're calling you. So it's all
Yeah.
energy frequency. And so really it's a matter of intentional tuning in. And as a Reiki master, we're trained to practice distance healing. So much of it though is intention. So for me, I see clients in person out of Scottsdale acupuncture and alternative medicine here in Scottsdale area. And then I also have clients that I connect with over the phone. And if we haven't met before, usually we'll start with a video to see each other face to face, as you and I are.
Yeah.
And then I have them either just switch their phone or put their computer to the side where they can relax and rest the same way they would if we were in person. So the
Uh-huh.
answer to your question, yes, it can be something done remotely or in person, and I provide both of those services.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not really, I've never done Reiki or the energy healing or any of that, but I'm fascinated by it. So at some point, maybe after the conference is over,
I would love that. I would
we'll
love that. It's really
we'll
something
get to that.
for sure that I think is better experienced. I have had many clients over the years where they're like, okay, just go, they'll tell their friends or family, just go see Abby. I know you don't understand it or know what it is. Just it's better if you're there and you experience. So it really is, because and energy healing is such a, even Reiki, it's such a large there's really infinite ways, because so many people bring their own gifts to the actual practice. And so it's really very unique. I've had clients come to me and say, wow, I've had energy work. I've never had it this way. I've never experienced this.
You're
So
right.
so everyone kind of brings their own gift to these scenarios. So yeah, it is something that's can be a little tough to explain, and for that reason it is really wonderful to experience it, because again, like I said before, I cannot tell you how many times people walk away going, wow, I didn't even realize how off I felt. I didn't even realize how much I needed this. And so until you have that experience, it is kind of hard to put into words and to really go, okay, yes, this makes sense to me. So
Right.
yeah,
And I love the how you were saying that, we really are just energy. Everything is energy. And that, like, in my logically, that totally makes sense to me. You know what I
sure,
mean? And
sure.
um so yeah, we're definitely going to have to connect. I just this is fascinating. So I am excited.
I
But
would love that.
so you have been to the Empower and Elevate conference, 3 to the last 3. Tell us about your experience with it.
Yeah, so this will actually be my third one coming up. So
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I went in March and then November before, and it's such a fabulous conference. I've loved it every single time. The energy is such high vibe. So many wonderful women, so many amazing connections. So on a personal level, it feeds my soul to connect with so many wonderful women, to be in that high vibe atmosphere. And then on a professional level, it's amazing to just see so many of us coming together with this ability to bring what we have to offer and to be open to how we can support, how they can support. Like it really feels
Yes.
like this reciprocal flow of energy.
Yes.
And yes, so it's been fabulous every time. It's really been an amazing conference that I'm so grateful to be a part of, and to be once again coming up here this week.
I know. I'm so excited. And I that is the exact way that when I describe the Empower and Elevate conference to people, or when I first started attending, it is that I love that you said it's that flow of being open to receive resources and help from people, and that everybody shows up being willing to help you. They're like, I can share, who I use for a bookkeeper, or I can recommend, this resource for you, or I can just be your business bestie and cheer you on. And the first time I went, I think the only person I knew really was Colleen. I don't think I
Yes,
knew very many other people. But I walked away, and from the moment I walked in, I felt like I was home. I was welcome, and there wasn't it was just great energy all day long, and I love that. And that's how I feel, is I feel like I am filling my soul when I go there and just
yes,
rekindling that energy. And it's so fantastic. So, and I'm so grateful because you're going to be on the panel discussion this
I
time,
am.
and it's going to be amazing. So I keep saying it. I'm so excited for Friday. If you have not gotten your ticket yet, you can do so at empowerandelevateconference.com and use the word empower, and you can get your ticket for $47. And then, Abby, tell everyone how they can get a hold of you.
Yes. So for me, my website is my name, abbynickerson.com. So it's ABBYNICKERSON. So abbynickerson.com. And then my email, abby@abbynickerson.com. I'm on Instagram at the Haven Maven. There's a couple underscores in there, at the Haven Maven. I'm on Facebook under both Abby Nickerson and Abby Nickerson, the Haven Maven. And I'm also on LinkedIn under Abby Nickerson. So any of those avenues will connect people with me.
Awesome. I appreciate so much having this time with you,
Thank
and look
you.
forward to seeing you on Friday and bringing your energy. And it's just going to be such a great day.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Catherine. I appreciate that.